How you doing, Brawlers? It's me again, Iz, your game host manager. Welcome back to Eternal Brawl. Have you seen our previous video about Hermes? If not, we included the link in the description box below. Now remember that we've been uploading a lot of videos about different characters, and today I'm gonna introduce to you another one. Ladies and gentlemen, from the category of demons, Lucifer. Sound familiar? An angel who was created by the God of the Roman Catholics and rebelled against him and therefore was banished from the heavens. He now goes by the name Satan and is in charge of the eternally damned souls in hell. The God of the Roman Catholics created him when he made all the other angels in heaven. Many are prompted to think, why would God create such an angel that would end up turning against him and represent evil for all of eternity? See, the thing is, Lucifer was made before the ideas of good and evil had been introduced. Lucifer was created before the creation of man and the introduction of sin into the universe. Can you imagine a world where good and evil don't exist? It's kind of interesting to think how we actually derive our ideas of what good is, what bad is. Anyhow, just food for thought there. Let's continue on with the story. So, Lucifer was an exalted and lofty angel before he was cast out of heaven. He was even described as gentle and content. And it is stated that his high and broad brow was an indication of his intelligence. He was regal, he was aristocratic, and his form was flawless. And not only that, he even illuminated and shined from all sides, making him more radiant and attractive than any other angel. Basically, he was one of the best creations of God. But even though God had made him with such impressive and beautiful characteristics, Lucifer was jealous of Jesus Christ, the Son of God. Jesus Christ and God were one before even Lucifer was created. So Lucifer knew that no matter how well-liked, smart, beautiful, radiant he was, God would always pick Jesus Christ before him. And no matter how much he tried, Lucifer could not bring himself to accept him. I mean, he even bowed to Jesus Christ when all of the other angels did. But his patience did not last long. In order to explain his plans for the creation, God met with Jesus. Now, Lucifer was forbidden from the conference. Lucifer was not allowed to be aware of God's future plans. This tormented Lucifer. You can imagine he did not like this. Why? Well, he said, I am one of the favorites in heaven. I should be there. He thought he was just as important. And here between us, one of the plans of Lucifer was actually aspiring to be as equal and as powerful as God. And he did not understand how he would be able to do this if he was forbidden to be a part of these important conversations. So his heart got full of resentment and envy, which led him to secretly gather the other angels and propose to them to worship him rather than Jesus. He declared to the other angels that he would replace Jesus and become the new Son of God. No, the other angels, not all of them rejected this suggestion. How come? Well, a lot of the other angels were also unhappy because they misunderstood God's purposes and plans. And they didn't know what to think of the future. Plus, Lucifer was so smart that he knew what words to use, how to convince them to actually turn against Jesus and God. He promised all of the other angels a new and improved government where they would all have complete freedom. Doesn't that sound fun? That is how some of the angels made the decision to revolt against God and Jesus and join the Lucifer. The remaining angels thought it was appropriate for them to be devoted to Jesus, and they did everything. They wept to try to convince Lucifer of this. They were so anxious of what could happen if the rebellion broke. However, Lucifer could not be convinced. He was 100% certain that he was doing the right thing for himself, first of all, the angels that joined him, and the heavens. Now, there was no crime higher than what Lucifer was committing. So God decided to call every angel in heaven, including Lucifer, and told them to make their case. Lucifer spoke and told God that he thought he should be considered just as important, if not more, than Jesus. When God heard this, he got mad and he said to Lucifer that if he continued having these thoughts and asked for these things, he would be considered unworthy of heaven. But Lucifer kept fighting and he told God, hey, you know, half of the angels in heaven are with me. I don't think you're willing to dismiss and lose all of these angels. God declared that such rebellion was unforgivable, and that Lucifer and his angels would not be allowed to remain in heaven if they followed through. Skip forward, war broke in heaven, and skip forward again, God, Jesus, and all the angels that were with him and that were loyal to God won the battle. That's how Lucifer and his army were banished from heaven and sent to live in hell forever. All was peace in heaven once again. The remaining angels in heaven mourned the loss of their brothers and sisters, but they understood that they had to be punished for their rebellion. That's how they thought in this world. This is heartbreaking for God. He even said of Lucifer, "You were the seal of perfection, full of wisdom and perfect in beauty." I mean, Lucifer was with no doubt the wisest creature that God had ever created. And unfortunately, Lucifer was so impressed by his own beauty, intelligence, power, and position that he started wanting the glory and honor that only God deserved. Basically, the sin that Lucifer committed was self-generated pride, greed, and egocentrism, and this brought his downfall. So, Brawlers, what can you say about the fallen angel? Were you fascinated by his boldness, or were you disappointed by his ungratefulness and his pride? Let me know. Please tag me on Telegram, tag me on Twitter. I want to hear from you all. Anyhow, I know that many of you will be dying to summon such an epic hero in Eternal Brawl. So, let's check out his skills to see what he can actually offer in the game. Lucifer has an impressive comprehensive ability score of 74 on the battlefield. He has an attack mode of 75 and a defense mode of 50. He may easily win a battle in Eternal Brawl. Now, he has an explosive force of 75 and a control level of 37. With a rating of 70, he is an awesome game support. Now, Brawlers, please buckle your seatbelts and get ready to summon this amazing demon and keep understanding why he got the name of Satan and has been representing evil for so many years. I am very excited to keep introducing more characters from all the categories. Now remember that you can watch them and look at all about them in the Eternal Brawl website, eternalbrawl.io. Now, stay tuned for more videos, subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow us on Telegram, Discord, Twitter, Instagram, mention me, ask me questions. I am there for you and I am so excited to be on this amazing journey with all of you. Stay tuned, my dear Brawlers.